SafeSpace, refuge for growth and healing. Want to be connected to all that SafeSpace has to offer? Join our email community. Stay in the loop with inspirational insights and updates. Join our email community and connect with like-minded individuals on the path to self-discovery. Sign up now.
Find your tribe in a safe, supportive space. Join the SafeSpace private community and connect with others who get it. We're waiting for you. Join now for a limited 4-day free trial. Stay connected wherever you are with lives and video drops. Text V Terrell Hill to 833-458-3658 for instant updates and powerful insights. Join the text community now. Curious about what's next? Book an intuitive tarot reading with V Terrell Hill and get the clarity you need. Your future awaits. Heal from within and transform your life. Schedule a soul healing consultation and take the first step towards wholeness. Start your journey today.
Click the Linktree link inside of the description box connected to this video for all of what the SafeSpace universe has to offer.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and the non-binary, because it's a safe space. Welcome to Welcome to Terrell Hill with Safe Space. We've got another hot topic Friday. It's called Good Grief Friday. And what we're going to be talking about today is Trina Braxton from the Braxton family values, or the lack thereof, because they always ain't nothing valuable about them. I mean, can somebody tell me in the comments, where's the value at in this Braxton family value shenanigans? Because it's always something going on. But today we're going to be talking about something a little bit serious, and it's about grief and how you should handle grief with your ex. It's going to be a good one. Now, we also going to be talking about Tyrese Gibson. He had a little bit of a breakdown. I'm going to call it breakdown, but I don't believe it was a breakdown. I think it was just a normal, regular show of emotion on the Breakfast Club. We're going to be chatting about that. And then something I've never chatted before about is the Clark. Lord, I done knocked myself. Let me move this mouse out of my way. Excuse me, producer. The Clark sisters. Never reported on them before a day in my life, but you know, I'm in the hot topic space now. And the long lost Clark sister, Denise Clark, recently lost another son. And up comes this back and forth beef, you know, with who's a part. I don't know. We're gonna be talking about all of that and more. But before I do, let me see how y'all are doing. Hi, Joanne Lord. I hope you're good. Before we go further, the critics are on you with a fine-tooth comb. What's your response returning LR and you? Joanne, so soon? I tell you what, I'll answer any questions you guys would like me to answer after the show. All right. Thank you so much, Sandra. We just did this, I believe, Saturday. I think we just did this. And I'm really liking the feel of it all. Okay. Let's see here. The haters will hate, the liars will lie, but the truth will always set you free. Absolutely. Hey, my cookie, how are you doing today? Yeah, but Joanne, I'll answer any questions after I finish running this. I normally do, if I go through this fast and we do this up under an hour, I'll hang around and answer any questions you guys would like me to answer, because y'all know I don't mince my tongue. All right. So do me a favor. Where is my stuff at today? Because I'm solo doloing it right now, because the producer's doing something else that's helping us out with something else we're working on. So do me a favor and like, share, subscribe, and comment, and let me know that you guys are here if you're not afraid to come out the bushes. All right. And by all means, comment. Let me know what you guys think. Okay. This is a safe space. You don't have to agree with my assessment. I am pretty sure I'm going to say something a tidbit irreverent before the end of this show. And if you don't like it, feel free to say so, and we'll chat about it. The thing is, the rules is, if you don't disparage me, I won't disparage you, and we can rock like that. Okay. I'm going to run a quick commercial, And when I come back, we're going to be talking all things Trina Braxton and grief and how she's been told that she's grieving too much. All of that and more when we return.
So as it is with Puffy, the same thing will start happening within the Christian faith. God is giving his people divine justice. Every scandal to be uncovered. Do not be surprised what you're about to see. Don't be surprised. God is tired of the nonsense. God is saying, do not be surprised that over the next 5 to 10 years, and even starting in 2024, that there shall be a great falling away, because there shall be leaders who were once great. They're going to fall to nothing.
SafeSpace, refuge for growth and healing. Want to be connected to all that SafeSpace has to offer? Join our email community. Stay in the loop with inspirational insights and updates. Join our email community and connect with like-minded individuals on the path to self-discovery. Sign up now.
Find your tribe in a safe, supportive space. Join the SafeSpace private community and connect with others who get it. We're waiting for you. Join now for a limited 4-day free trial. Stay connected wherever you are with lives and video drops. Text V Terrell Hill to 833-458-3658 for instant updates and powerful insights. Join the text community now. Curious about what's next? Book an intuitive tarot reading with V Terrell Hill and get the clarity you need. Your future awaits. Heal from within and transform your life. Schedule a soul healing consultation and take the first step towards wholeness. Start your journey today.
Click the Linktree link inside of the description box connected to this video for all of what the SafeSpace universe has to offer.
All right, let's rock and roll. But before I do, if you want to be notified when I go live, text 833-458-3658 and put V Terrell Hill in there, and you'll be notified when I go live. Again, text 833-458-3658, and you will be notified when I go live. You guys already know the deal. We try to get 10 of you to send us $10 as a support this platform. It costs me around $1,000 a month to do all the things we do, like these nice graphics and all the things you do. And none of that goes to me. None of that grand goes to me, unfortunately. So I ask that if 10 of you could send $10, the Cash App is V Terrell Hill LLC. The PayPal and Zelle is info@vterrellhill.com. Now, I do have a private community that I will be talking about during the next break. Are y'all ready to go ahead and get this show started? Let's rock and roll. But before I go, hi, my Lakia. How are you? I hope you are well, madam. Love, love, love. Good. I'm glad you like it, David Allen. I appreciate that. Hey. All right, let's go ahead and get this party started. First, we're talking about, Lord have mercy, Trina Braxton, okay? Now, let's talk about the Braxton family real quick. Y'all ever know these families that just got bad mojo? It's like nothing great ever comes out of them. And if anything great comes out of them, it always comes with some kind of negativity or something went wrong. That's the Braxtons. Now, we can say Toni Braxton. Yeah, but it's like she's a legend, but she's a legend by stats. She's a legend by the songs that she's performed in, Babyface and all of that. But it's like it's like her star should be brighter, but it's still a little dull, in my opinion. I don't know what curse the Braxtons got on them, but it seems like it's just always something. Well, let me tell you what we're talking about today. Trina's current husband, Von Scales, is mad at her for how she's grieving her ex-husband. Now, you can see, the ex-husband looks like, I don't know what his race is, but it's given Mexican or mixed or something like that. He died of cancer. The now husband, Von Scales, is the tall black guy. And he is literally telling her that she's grieving too much over her ex-husband. And I want to know what y'all think about that. Hey, Recash, happy Friday. He's basically saying that when Tracy died, I saw how you grieved. And now I'm seeing you grieving the same way with your ex, Gabe. And now something ain't right. Something ain't right. Can somebody tell me how you can be jealous over somebody that's dead? Can I say dead? That's passed away. That's passed away. And she literally said something to the effect of, you're like victimizing me or making me feel trapped in the way I grieve. And he was like, yep, this is true. I'm like, oh my God. And I want to know what you guys think about that. Can a now husband determine how his wife or his spouse or the spouse grieves over the ex? And now, mind you, when Gabe died, Trina and Gabe had a great relationship, number one. Number two, that was basically the father of her kids. Number three, they were best friends. You know, those couples that don't do well in marriage, but they do really well in friendship. Well, they got a divorce because allegedly both of them was cheating on each other. So they got a divorce. Now, Gabe didn't want to divorce her, according to what I read. He felt like things could be reconciled, but she wanted to divorce him. He dies of cancer, and now she is not able to grieve like she wants. I want to know you guys' opinion on that. Okay? I will say this. Grief is a complex emotion. I remember when I was doing the docuseries, and I was telling people, like, there is such thing as somebody missing their abuser. There is some such thing as somebody wanting to get back with the best friend that stabbed them in the back. Because grief is tricky. And there's no such thing as, if you had a failed relationship, things didn't go right, you don't feel the impact of grief. Almost like if the person dies before you guys make up, then you can't grieve them. And that I want to say, grief is a complex emotion. It doesn't discriminate based on the quality of the relationship before the person dies. Now, there are some people in my life, I pray to God I don't grieve when they die. There were some Oh God, y'all pray for my mind. All right. Now, can we talk about something else? Let's move on from that. Can we talk about how the Braxtons have chosen the wrong men over and over and over and over? I wonder, do they recognize that they have a bad habit of choosing the wrong men? Now, let me show y'all this real quick, okay? I want y'all to see the awkwardness between Trina and Vaughn. 1 second here. Let me go over here real quick. Let's play this.
It's 10:30.
One.
And we have just finished
Are you on the internet here?
episode 3.
Does she have a password for the internet here?
Well, until
that's-
then, we
that's- let's keep
just
going.
finished episode 3.
You see this? Look at her face. Now, and also things are uncomfortable because this is the relationship, or this is the conversation where he's literally going to be like, yeah, I don't like the way you're grieving.
Because that's the problem.
The Braxtons, and
Look.
people are already in the chat rooms and they have a lot of questions.
Hey, hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. We have requests to be on the lives, things like that nature, but we're gonna just stay where it is for right now.
What?
And a lot of people have already been talking about our relationship with little Kevin
Mm-hmm.
and the transparency that he has given
So,
for the
Papa,
show. And beyond my sister Tracy's story, little Kevin has his own story to tell.
Yeah.
As a part of his grief with his
Mhm.
mom, our sister. And he's been going through a heck of a lot. And it's a lot for a young man to go through.
Okay. All right. I want to know, and y'all be honest with me. Was it just me? Or did it look like these are not married folks and there's a strain on that relationship? I want to know. Y'all let me know. Tell me how y'all feel about that. Is that just me? Or did it seem, oh, the volume was low? Oh, Lord, hold on for a second. So do I need to play it all over again? Ugh. All right, I'm going to play it all over again because I'm realizing the volume was low. All right, hold 1 second. Let's play it again. Hold 1 second. Let's go back. Let's go.
It's 10:30.
One.
And we have just finished
Are you on the internet here?
episode 3.
Does she have a password for the internet here?
Well,
'Cause
until
that's-
then,
'cause
we
that's-
have
let's
we
keep
just
going.
finished episode 3
Because
of
that's the problem.
the Braxtons.
She's trying to act like, because mind you, they're live right now. And she's trying to like save face, and he's doing his own thing.
And
Look. I
people
need
are
to-
already in the chat rooms and they have a lot of questions.
Hey, hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. They have requests to be on lives, things like that nature, but we're gonna just stay where it is for right now.
What?
And a lot of people have already been talking about our relationship with little Kevin
Mm-hmm.
and the trend.
Okay, that's enough there. I just want to know, what do you guys think? Okay. Cookie says they look like they're going through it. But I want to know if it's just me. Does it look like they are really having a tough time? Now, it could be that maybe it was the subject matter, and he really, I'm not going to play the whole audio, but he was really having a hard time with the way she was grieving Gabriel. And I don't know if that's his. I'm not married. I don't know if I'll ever get married, but I want to know, can the spouse really determine how much the other spouse grieves their ex? Is grieving an ex a sign that you still have love there? I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys think. All right. Let me read some comments real quick. Hey, Recash, how are you? I hope you're well. Hey, April. Hey, Just Being Me. Tony's personality. Yeah, Tony's personality, she doesn't give star. And I don't want to take away from her talent, but being a talented person and being a star is two different things. And Tony, in my opinion, is not a star. She's a talented person. I mean, just hands down. There was a great delay. Was there a delay? Are you aware it's frozen for 10 minutes delay? Y'all let me know if there was a delay. Okay, Vibes, I took care of that. They look like they're going through it. What's going on, Singletary for Life? How are you? Hello from Cigar Lounge, watching the show, broadcasting from a section of YouTube that nobody watches. Let me tell you this, though. I mean, I told someone else, because I know some of you guys got some questions. I'll answer about 10 or so questions at the end of the show. Fine, no worries. You already know me. And then if I really get started, we'll be on here for 2 hours. But at any rate, it's really interesting that that's the case, because if that was the case, we wouldn't have been windmilling after my show a couple of days ago. But I'm going to be good today. Hey, Gracefully Blessed, how are you? They look like they're going through one of many seasons of marriage. So it might be temporary, you're saying, Cookie. Okay. It was awkward. It was very awkward to me, at least. I think they're just grieving. Well, then let me talk about this, because they're talking about little Kevin, but for what I read, Jace, the family blocked Kevin Sr. from even being a part of their dealings. As if, according to what I understand, Kevin Sr. didn't walk with Tracy through her entire sickness unto death. And it's like, as soon as Tracy leaves, now they don't want nothing to do with Kevin Sr., but they're talking about grieving Kevin Jr. Now, am I being a hypocrite? Am I telling them how to grieve? Maybe I'm being a hypocrite. But all I'm saying is, like, this. Can I tell y'all something that's a little off topic but needs to be discussed? Grief will stir up all of the problems that have not been resolved and dealt with. And we're going to talk about that with the Clark sisters at the end of the show. When grief hits your life, anything that has been unresolved is liable to come up to the top. And I think that's what's going on with my boy here, the current husband, because maybe he was already jealous of their best friendship, of them being best friends before he even died. Because ain't nowhere in the world you got a wife, you see her, the father of her children die, her ex-husband die, and you're literally telling her you crying too much? Or maybe he was jealous in the first place. It was a scheme that Todd and them set up. That's the only thing I can think of, because let me tell you this. If you don't handle your soul issues, any disruption in your life, especially something around death, will allow it all to come up. Denise, Karen, Twinkie, Dorinda, and Jackie. Who else? Did I get everybody? But we're going to talk about at the end of the show. All right, let me keep on reading some comments here. That part, bingo. Yeah. What's your response to the critics after your show on LR? The truth should be set. Hold on. What's your response to the critics after your show on LR? The truth should set people free, but instead it offends. Yeah, I promise Joanne Lord, by the end of the show, at the end of the show, I'll respond. I mean, but the reality is, here's the quick response, the real quick response. If I'm insignificant, if I'm nobody, if I'm not telling the truth, if my voice don't matter, then why were you windmilling for whenever you were windmilling? All right. That's all. That's my quick response. All right. Let's see. Grief is so complicated. Trina has a sensitive heart. Yeah, absolutely. Grief is extremely complicated. And let me tell some of y'all this, because y'all know at the end of the day, I cuts up, but I'm a healing soul healer. Grief just doesn't happen when someone dies. Grief also happens when you look at your life at the age of 40 and realize you're nothing like you thought you would be. Grief happens after you lose friendships of 10 decades, 10, 20, 30 years. And now you have to move on with your life without them being there. Grief just does not happen when somebody dies. And I'm telling you, and I feel this sincerely, there are a lot of you that will watch this and is watching this. You're living out your grief right now and you don't even know it. You're walking in grief, living in grief, having sex in grief, praying and praising in grief. And that's something I think we need to pay more attention to, the grief in our life. And a lot of us are still holding on to grief because we haven't forgiven ourselves. We're still holding on to what could have been or what we allowed to happen. There's some parents that are grieving that their children didn't turn out the way they thought they would turn out. And you're blaming yourself and you're realizing, why is it that every time I try to reach out to them, things blow up? Because you haven't released it from your heart. Sometimes you got to cry, Tyrese Gibson, and we're going to be coming up to him next. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying, though? You gotta get it out. You got to let that energy move out of your heart. The Bible says, because believe it or not, I quote it every once in a while, to guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flow the issues of life. You can't be sitting there letting that stuff sit in your heart like that. That's why I yap all the time. That's why I'm always saying something, because I'm not going to blow up. Y'all can call me what you want to call me, but if anybody blowing up, it ain't me, because I'm going to say something. And then I'm going to go chill. I'm going to go, got that off my chest. All right. When we come back, we're talking about Tyrese. When we come back, we're going to be talking about Tyrese. Y'all know Tyrese, R&B singer. What more do you want from me? We're going to be talking about all of that and more when we return. I will be right back.
SafeSpace, refuge for growth and healing. Want to be connected to all that SafeSpace has to offer? Join our email community. Stay in the loop with inspirational insights and updates. Join our email community and connect with like-minded individuals on the path to self-discovery. Sign up now.
Find your tribe in a safe, supportive space. Join the SafeSpace private community and connect with others who get it. We're waiting for you. Join now for a limited 4-day free trial. Stay connected wherever you are with lives and video drops. Text V Terrell Hill to 833-458-3658 for instant updates and powerful insights. Join the text community now. Curious about what's next? Book an intuitive tarot reading with V Terrell Hill and get the clarity you need. Your future awaits. Heal from within and transform your life. Schedule a soul healing consultation and take the first step towards wholeness. Start your journey today.
Click the Linktree link inside of the description box connected to this video for all of what the SafeSpace universe has to offer.
All right, thank you so much. Now, I am going to have to take another commercial break in a second because I got to do something on the back end. It just is what it is when you're live, all right? Let's talk about, let me do these announcements. Ugh. Lord have mercy, child. All right, let me do these announcements. Number one, if you want to be notified when I come live, text V Terrell Hill to 833-458-3658, all right? Text V Terrell Hill to 833-458-3658. I would love for you all to support me in this channel. If you're enjoying me, Safe Space with V Terrell Hill and these hot topics that come on Monday through Friday, do me a favor, and if I get 10 of you to send $10, that would bless a lot, okay? That's V Terrell Hill LLC is the Cash App. Info at vterrellhill.com is the PayPal and the Zelle. I have a private community I'm excited about. We have exclusive shows inside of that private community. One of those shows is a women's panel show where women will get together and talk amongst themselves. It starts next month. I'm so glad my even mother is going to be on that panel. I'm so glad about that. So if you're a woman and you're looking for a safe space to be heard, to talk, to let your hair down, then come over there. I click the Linktree link in the video description box of the video and go over there and join Safe Space. You get 4 days for free, and then after the 4th day, you get open up to the entire platform. All right. I think that is it. Do me a favor and like, share, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what you think, how you think, when you think it, and where you think it from. All right. I believe that is it for the moment. Let's keep on going here. Let's see here. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Hey, Falana, how are you doing? Daryl Moore, I have to confess, I didn't believe you when you kept your foot on Larry's neck. I was wrong. I believe you now. Oh, I hope he's still on to hear that. Okay, can't wait for that. Yeah, Falana, it's going to be really good. And that's Falana is a Safe Space member. All right, let's talk Tyrese Gibson real quick. Let's talk Tyrese Gibson real quick. Y'all, I'm sorry. If y'all can understand, I'm over here having a hard time because the producer is doing something else right now. So I'll be glad when when my help can come on this way. All right. Now, before, because I'm so spoiled, y'all. Back in the day, I used to do all this by myself. I'm not used to it. And I have to click stuff. Hold on 1 second. I'm getting a message over here. Oh, yeah. I'm getting a message over here. So, all right. Tyrese. Now, before I talk about Tyrese, let me say this. I believe women rule the world when it comes to R&B singing, all right? Women, hands down, point blank, period. But every once in a while, there's a Tank, a Tyrese, and y'all don't hate me. I don't even think Chris Brown fits into that mold. I think that, I don't know, maybe it's older men, and it's not sexual attraction. The Tyreses and the Tanks, the John Legends can just flat foot sing. And when you find something like that, Tyrese might have his problems. The man can sing. Now, he's got an album that just released today. But nonetheless, did y'all see the viral breakdown that he had? And I'm not talking about breakdown in a negative sense, but he was vulnerable enough to open up his emotions on the Breakfast Club earlier this week. I want to say this off tops. Just because someone shows emotions does not mean they're loony, crazy, the adjectives we like to use, off their rockers. There are some people who are just more emotionally sensitive than others. And I believe Tyrese is, all right? So, and I want to say that because a lot of times we don't make space for emotional people. We don't make space for those who cry easily or they can't take a lot going on. And I don't think that people are mentally ill or anything because they quick to pop off. Now, I'm not saying that Tyrese doesn't deal with mental illness because I think that he has shown us enough to where he should be getting help. And let me just say this off top. There are some people you need to look in their face and say, go get therapy. We got to stop aiding and abetting when it comes to people we know need help. There ain't enough hugging in the world for certain people. There ain't enough, I got you, call me when you need me in the world. Some folks need Prozac. Some folks need whatever it is. Are y'all hearing me? And we got to take mental illness more serious. Now, I'm no doctor, but if you ask me, Tyrese is one of those people that needs to be looked in the face and say, are you getting professional help? Yes or no? No. When will you be getting professional help? Yes. Okay. Do you need accountability to stay in professional help? Now, you're talking to someone who has been going to therapy on and off, but more on than off since 2016. And let me tell you this, fasting did not get me to my right mind. Prayer did not get me to my right mind. What got me to my right mind? Prozac and therapy. And I don't make no apologies for that. Why do I say stuff? Because people always telling me you just talk too much and you give people too much information. I do this to normalize it so that others watching will be okay. You hear what I'm saying? Normalize therapy. Normalize meds. Because what happened was the Prozac allowed me to balance out so that I can make the right decisions by myself. Now, I don't need meds anymore. And there are some of you that are watching. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, we got the Prozac haters up there. Listen, Prozac saved my life. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care. I am a nurse. Now the producer's being messy. I am a nurse. Prozac is not good medicine. Okay, Queen of the South. Okay, fine. Let's go with the flow. All right, what would you recommend, Queen of the South? Hold on. Now, here is where I have a problem at. Queen of the South, how the hell you gonna tell me I'm wrong and I'm the one that took it? What is you? And see, I ain't got nobody in my ear right now either. How are you going to tell me that I'm wrong from my experience? It's giving you need it. Because if you're going to sit there and tell me my experience was wrong and you don't even know me, you might need to take one, daughter. I pray the spirit of Prozac get in your synapses and make you think straight. Straighten up your wig. Clean the naps in the back of your neck. Y'all done got on my nerves. Yeah. Y'all done got on my whole nerves. And of course, people like this is the issue. Because what did she say? She said, here, hold on one second. She said something about prayer. Let's not really, hold on, prayer. Here we go. Now, where did it go? Right here. Prayer. This is the problem. And this is not supposed to be this kind of show, but this is the problem. This is the straight problem here. And this is where we are going to be, this is where I come in. And people think I be hating on the church, but you got this black sister, King of Solomon wisdom, and these kind of people. Let me tell you something I've learned about a certain type of spiritual person. They be so ignorant. That's why my spirituality is connected to practicality. Because some spiritual people, they are spiritual to make up for their lack of practical application to their life. So they can slip over into the spiritual, and then they don't have to be practical. They don't have to dot the I's and cross the T's, because there's a lot of in spirituality. But I bet you, see, this is what I'm talking about right here. you'll be in hell. And let me say this, there are so many people like this Black queen that worship by us, serve by us, fellowship with us, but they are deadly to the moving forward of spirituality. Because let me tell you this, Prozac saved my life. And that's all I'm saying, all right? All right, so keep on yapping, I guess. I mean, the thing is, the more you comment, the more the algorithm pushes my information out, all right? Now, hold on for a second. I think my, what's the name, is finally calling me. I'm going to run a quick commercial so that I can connect my ear to the, right. No, for real. And the thing is, anybody that will just go on like that and just go on and go on and go on and go on and go on, they're manic. They're out of their mind and they think they're right. I think that was happening with like Tyrese a couple of shows ago, because I didn't even know if it was going on, but they told me they had to block him like 3 times and all that kind of carrying on. And it's like, it's just on and on and on. It's like, why are you so busy trying to come over here, Twinkie ankles? It's just too much. Like, you'll never find me trying to just be on somebody's, hold on, I tickle myself, somebody's page, just doing this thing for no reason. And I think you're proving the point. You should have been at my therapist getting a Prozac prescription with me, daughter. Okay. Now I need to, now the person that normally keeps me in control needs to get in my ear. So I am going to take this quick 10-minute commercial break. So just fill with cream, Daryl. I'm gonna take a quick commercial break and get him in my ear. I will be right back.
SafeSpace, refuge for growth and healing. Want to be connected to all that SafeSpace has to offer? Join our email community. Stay in the loop with inspirational insights and updates. Join our email community and connect with like-minded individuals on the path to self-discovery. Sign up now.
Find your tribe in a safe, supportive space. Join the SafeSpace private community and connect with others who get it. We're waiting for you. Join now for a limited 4-day free trial. Stay connected wherever you are with lives.
SafeSpace, refuge for growth and healing. Want to be connected to all that SafeSpace has to offer? Join our email community. Stay in the loop with inspirational insights and updates. Join our email community and connect with like-minded individuals on the path to self-discovery. Sign up now.
Find your tribe in a safe, supportive space. Join the SafeSpace private community and connect with others who get it. We're waiting for you. Join now for a limited 4-day free trial. Stay connected wherever you are with lives and video drops.
SafeSpace, refuge for growth and healing. Want to be connected to all that SafeSpace has to offer? Join our email community. Stay in the loop with inspirational insights and updates. Join our email community and connect with like-minded individuals on the path to self-discovery. Sign up now.
Find your tribe in a safe, supportive space. Join the SafeSpace private community and connect with others who get it. We're waiting for you. Join now for a limited 4-day free trial. Stay connected wherever you are with lives and video drops. Text V Terrell Hill to 833-458-3658 for instant updates and powerful insights. Join the text community now. Curious about what's next? Book an intuitive tarot reading with V Terrell Hill and get the clarity you need. Your future awaits. Heal from within and transform your life. Schedule a soul healing consultation and take the first step towards wholeness. Start your journey today.
Click the Linktree link inside of the description box connected to this video for all of what the SafeSpace universe has to offer.
Okay, sorry guys. We had a hard time, but now I got my help in my ear, so I got to be a good boy. Nonetheless, Tyrese went on the Breakfast Club, and let me say this. In my opinion, the Breakfast Club was not a safe space at all. Okay? It was not a safe space at all. I felt like, and you guys feel free to disagree with me, I felt like Charlamagne already knew that Tyrese, because when I was watching the video, they said that Tyrese and Charlamagne had already had a phone call. They had already talked. I felt like Charlamagne already knew that Tyrese was on edge because Tyrese stays on edge. And Charlamagne was really baiting Tyrese for him to have like one of them crash outs like he normally do. But instead of Tyrese acting like he normally act, Tyrese showed more vulnerability and emotion. I could be wrong, but I really do not think that Charlamagne was wanting that. I think Charlamagne was wanting something else. I also feel like it just wasn't a safe space. And why I say that, it was a couple of things. There was like the joking when Charlamagne was trying to give him the napkins, right? And he was like, I don't want the napkins. It was like they were trying to force the napkins on him. And then when he threw them, they were laughing. This man is sitting here crying on this nationally syndicated show where millions and millions of people are going to see it. And he's saying, I don't want these napkins. Like, take the napkins, take the napkins. It just seemed like it was too cold of an environment for him to be opening up. And then he admitted about his jewelry, right? He said jewelry. And then they were like laughing, and the girl was like sort of insinuating like, well, I knew that was fake anyway. And I'm like, who says that when somebody's breaking down? Who says like, and then Charlamagne was like, well, are your earrings fake? It was like they were trying their best to get a viral moment, and the moment was sitting right in front of their face. Now, y'all can tell me what you thought or not, but that's what made me uncomfortable about that Tyrese interview. The hug didn't seem sincere. Nothing really seemed sincere at all. It seems like they were in like, oh my God, we got a moment. We got a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get in there. Let me also say that I don't have nothing for Charlamagne the God anymore, mainly because I only heard about Kamala Harris due to Charlamagne the God. And he used to sing that lady's praises. And then something happened, and now it's like he has nothing for her. And it feels like, you ever know these people who have their platform and they wield the power of their platform however they so choose? That's when I lost respect for him. And I might be late to the lost respect game, but that's when I lost respect for him, because it was like he flip-flopped for personal reasons. And then not only flip-flop for personal reasons, your voice is out there, people listen to you, democracy is at stake, and you holding a grudge. Charlamagne used to go crazy for Kamala Harris, and all she did was become vice president. And let me say this whilst I'm at it. You guys do understand the vice president does not have an agenda, only but for what the president allows her to do, or him to do, or them to do. So people that say, well, she's been in office for the last 4 years, she ain't did nothing. Vice presidents are not supposed to do anything. As a matter of fact, vice presidents are I'm off topic, but just go with me. Vice presidents are put into office to not be seen or heard. They can't overshadow the president. So that's why you guys might wonder why when Joe Biden said, okay, here's the chick I want to run in my space, all of a sudden, bam, she just came out with all of this personality and all of this carrying on. And then her comms team took over, and then the message changed, and then social media changed. All of a sudden, Kamala is brat and more vibrant branding, because she could not do anything besides be the shadow of the president. And I want us to start calling these people out that say stuff that's just regular talking points that mean nothing at all. And that is one of them. The vice president does not have an agenda. The vice president's job is to, let me take Tyrese down while I'm doing this. The vice president's job is to simply be the shadow of the president. And let me say this, you got to watch these people, especially mainstream media. Tim Walz and Vice President Kamala Harris did an interview recently. And if you watch, normally when someone is short and someone is tall, they will even them out, putting them on an apple box, which is a production term, a tool. Well, in this regard, they had Kamala down here and Tim Walz up here. And y'all cool believe, okay, praise God, thank God we got a great vice presidential candidate, Tim Walz. But you cool believe this is still America. where in certain spaces I go, people are screaming Tim Wald's name more than it's screaming Kamala's name. Because in some spaces, white is still right. In patriarchy, he's a man. But there should have been no way in the world that the producer let that slide where she seemed smaller than him. Then unless, and I'm gonna get off of this because I can go on and on about politics. I'm gonna get off of this. Unless they did it like that on purpose because they're trying to brandish this white guy to smooth over some good old boys up until she wins, and then she lifts up. All right, that's my thoughts on that, all right? What was I saying about Tyrese? Because I went on a tirade. Oh, yeah. I believe it was all about ratings, okay? And I said this before, and I'm going to say this again. I hope that some of you guys are thinking within yourself, am I grieving right now? Am I taking the time to breathe? Am I taking the time to recover from the traumatic thing that happened to me? And I want you to ask yourself that. Are you recovering, or did you just move on? They hurt you. They bruised you. You just move on with your life? Or are you recovering? Because if you didn't do anything to recover, you are literally a walking bag of grief. Y'all remember that I reported on Fondrea Lewis and people were mad at me. Listen, say what you want to say about me, but you can't make me believe your daughter just died and you're doing all this shucking and bucking and carrying on. You better go sit down somewhere before you lose your mind. That's all I got. All right, let's read some comments real quick. I'm out of transition too fast. Let me let them catch up. There we go. Wow. Well, damn, she is going in. Why? Vita Hill, what'd you do for her? I'm not quite sure what I did to her, unless she was over here as a plant anyway. But let me tell you, they're a certain kind of spiritual person. They feel like everything is the enemy. I'm gonna say this, y'all, and I mean this. Watch the spiritual person that always needs an enemy. They are their own worst enemy. I was talking to a young man one time. Okay, thank you. Hold that thought. Black folk, listen. Please go to therapy. You're not crazy. And people are going to, and let me say this, people are going to weaponize it. That's what's going on with me. And I'll talk about it at the end of the show. But of course, you know, people were texting me of what Larry was saying, all this kind of stuff. Let me give you the trick, guys. Let me just tell you what's going on. You all know that I have been very vocal about mental and emotional issues. So he's going to use facts and say the most heinous, crazy things in the world to make me look crazy. But let me say this real quick. Let's say I was crazy. Let's say I was, right? That has nothing to do with the accusations pointed towards you. That's all I got. I wish some of you guys that go to these other platforms, I know y'all be trying to get the tea, but ask some real questions like, okay, Larry, we hear what you're saying about him, but why are you speaking more on him than you're speaking about what he's saying about you? Why hasn't Larry gone line by line to my videos as I always go line by line to his? You know why? All right. Okay, let's keep it. Yeah. She was definitely rockers. Yeah, but let me tell you this. The easiest way to hide quote unquote mental illness is in spiritual spaces. The easiest way to hide, and that's what I was trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out why nobody blocked her. I got 11 people, and Cookie, I know you want me to wrench, but I know Cookie, you're sort of like, you're not in there all the way. I was trying to figure out why nobody blocked her sooner, but that's another conversation for another day. As a cancer survivor, medicine definitely helped me, even with the rough side of the effects. Absolutely. I had a lot of effects when I was on meds, a lot of effects. But let me tell you this, I would rather go through some effects and be able to learn how to regulate myself, because at a time, there was a time in my life I didn't know how to regulate, all right? But I would rather go through those effects and learn how to regulate myself than just be all over the place like spiritual mother voodoo hoodoo that was on here raising. Breakfast Club is never, no. They're far from a safe space. And it was making me mad because mental health expression of energy, expression of motion is very important to me. So it's like they were playing in our face. I didn't like that. Isn't it isn't a safe space, period. I don't know the hell any celebrity would ever want to go on there. Yeah, I think their time, they need somebody to come take their place. I think their time is up, especially when they hired Jess Hilarious, if you ask me. This is their relationship. They've always been like this. You're talking about Tyrese and Charlamagne the God? No, he's still writing for her. He's just saying she needs to explain herself to black males. No, he's still writing for her. Oh, Kamala Harris. Okay, gotcha. Kamala, rather. No, he's still writing for her. He's just saying she. But see, can all right, I'm not going to go off. I'm going to use a talking point. Why is it that it's almost like keep that same energy? I don't understand. I could see if the rhetoric was the Democrats nor the Republicans have done anything for black people. All right, fair. And that's not true. It's just not true. Okay. I could see I'm not going to vote for her just because she's black. Fair. But to demand something out of someone, but not demand it out of the other, whether the person realizes it or not, it's almost like you already have a slant towards the other. So that one-sided message is not a healthy message if he's trying to do the right thing. He said with your whole chest, because Donald Trump hasn't said anything. And that's why I don't understand why I'm going to tell y'all something. For those of y'all that's just getting to know me, Vincent Hill is going to stay practical, very common sense. Stay right at the bottom. I believe that's where God lives, in the practical, in the common sense. No one is wondering why the only person that's being held up about what they have not said to black men or black people is Kamala and not Donald Trump. How is it that Donald Trump is not being held up under that same standard? And he has said out of his mouth more egregious things and have done more egregious things. Because that whole talking point about she locked up black men is not true. Unless you were Big Bank, a sex offender. You see what I'm saying? I just feel like we have gotten away from the practicality, the common sense. Okay. All right. Let's keep going here. I don't know about Charlamagne and Kamala, but I think Tyrese breaking down caught him off guard, and he didn't really know what to do at that point, for real. I would say that if Charlamagne was not a champion of black men and mental health, he has a whole book on it. So if anybody should have stepped right into place and went into gear, in my opinion, it should have been Charlamagne. That's just my personal opinion, though. I think it was on purpose. What part, Falada? I'm sorry, I'm behind on the comments. Pray for what? No, I heard about this, but I try to stay away from that realm of content creators because I think all of them are very negative. So I really don't I try to stay away from that. I have heard some things, and my thing is this, guys, and I say this sincerely. We have to stop supporting people that's not taking care of themselves. All right. I'll give y'all a buzz for me. Y'all think I'm really losing it? Because some of y'all be thinking I'd be off. Y'all don't understand. This is just my personality. But I'll say this, though. Ask. You still going to therapy, V. Terrell Hill? If I say yes, you know I'm good. You can hold me accountable. But we got to stop supporting people, viewing people, watching people that need help, because that exacerbates their issues. A lot of people that deal with mental illness, some of them thrive off of the attention they get before they spaz all the way out. And I feel like he shouldn't be, somebody should have still, I just feel like, I just feel like sometimes we support people that we need to be separating ourselves from. Like Andrew Caldwell is not well, in my opinion. I think he's smart, but he's not well. There's a couple of people out there that I feel like they're just not well. I'm going to be honest with you. I think William McRae is like that. And I'm not picking. I'm being dead serious. I think William McRae is like that. He doesn't live a healthy life. He doesn't have a home. He's from place to place. And let's be honest, we all know that. And yet, because he's a social media personality, we don't care about his personal life. We just want him to make us laugh and to do his, Vince and Terrell Hill. And the reality is people need help. And they're not getting help. And then what happens is one day we wake up and we hear the news that William McRae is found in an Econo Lodge somewhere, gone. And one of his supporters, or many of his supporters, should have said, okay, William, okay, now hold on. You're funny. We enjoy you. But I have no respect for people who make fun of mental illness or try to use it to discredit someone's reputation. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's not you got to be able to call a spade, but you can't use that spade against people. And that's what's happening to me. And then my personality is big. I'm loud and I'm expressive. And let me tell you this is what I was saying earlier about the Tyreses of the world. Even though I think Tyrese has mental illness issues, everybody that is expressive, everybody that don't mean that they're just something is wrong with them. Not all the time. And I think we got to stop weaponizing it, because that's the first thing old girl went to. I'm telling my Prozac experience. She says something to me. Listen, y'all do understand this is a show, right? I got to keep y'all entertained. So I'm going to be my expressive self and start, that's just who I am. Now, normally the producer would say, all right, come off of it. But what can I say? But then to turn around and be like, oh, that's why you need the medicine. Okay, fair. But that's why you need it too. What can I say? I don't know. I don't know what the hell that is. And I have been for over 20 years. My question is, does the Queen of the South say that to her patients? 9 times out of 10, she's probably one of them spiritual kind of people like that. Yeah, because I don't think that's real. All right. Mental health care is a form of sympathy. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't care what y'all say about me. I got therapy next week, and I have therapy 2 weeks after that. And I'm going to keep on going to therapy probably for the rest of my life. I was on Prozac. I was on a whole lot of different meds until Prozac worked. And when it worked for good. And I am here right now up under all of the stress that I have been, not as much as I used to be, and did not snap. Why? Because I went to therapy and had meds. If there's anybody that know how to get in contact with themselves, know how to feel themselves, all right, it's me. But I didn't do that just being regular. I took my mental health serious. There's no way in the world I could have survived my story that you guys have heard over and over and over again if I did not take my mental health serious. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. All right, where are we at here? I honestly believe that. And unfortunately, people are going to call me hater and all that kind of stuff, but I believe that. I honestly believe that. And I think that no one will care until it's too late. No one's going to care until it's too late. And that's just the name of the game. Any more coming? You have every right to speak your truth. If the shoes was on the other foot, all hell would have been on earth. All hell would have been on earth. Talk till never weary. I agree with what you said, Joanne. I get what you're saying. Absolutely. Blessing V. Terrell Hill, spectacular footage awareness. It's healing, the power of truth and unity. Thank you for sharing facts, joy, knowledge, realness, and truth. You're welcome, Joy. And let me say this, y'all. It's not easy doing my approach. If I can be honest, and YouTube has taught me that can't really be that honest and vulnerable. But if I can bring my vulnerability wall down a little bit, y'all know my honesty is my weapon. It's my weapon of choice. But it's not always easy to use that weapon, because what happens is truth a lot of times takes longer to arrive to a destination than the lie does, okay? So until the truth arrives to the destination, my weapon of honesty will be used against me. And what do I have to do? Behind the scenes, I have to talk to myself. I have to validate myself. I have to let me know that I know I'm true. If there's anybody that knows that Larry Reed has been up in me for 13 years, it should be me. Why am I saying it like that? To be very clear, I am either really, really out of my mind, or I am telling the truth. There is no gray. There is no middle. If anybody know there was a sexual experience for approximately 13, 14 years, it would be me. And I know people's like, well, why are you always talking about it? Why? Because what has happened, guys, if y'all could just hear my heart for a second. I don't like doing this. But if you guys understood how many people are abused every day because they are afraid to simply say, yes, him and I had sex. Yes, I enjoyed it, but I also was manipulated and gaslit and I felt like I had no choice. And there are people like the Larrys of the world that get away with it over and over again, because it is, especially in the gay space, it's like you have to out yourself to set yourself free. So a lot of people won't do that. And I hope to God, and hear me, I'm not talking about Larry's possible victims. I don't care about that as much as I care about, it could be the person in Africa or Nigeria who's going to the Catholic school, and that's going on with their priest. Or it could be the young man 10 miles from here at the Kojic church, that they get the ability to set themselves free. So I am going to tell the truth, and I am going to talk about my mental health, and I'm going to talk about therapy, and I'm going to be honest. And I don't like it, but I'm going to do it. And I'm going to keep on doing it not till Larry's kingdom comes down. I mean, look at his face. It's clearly coming down. Until I feel like the message is out there, that if you can get the courage to tell the truth and put yourself out there, you can set yourself free. So in essence, people are not being in bondage because of a person or a thing. People are in bondage because they have locked themselves up from their own truth. And that's real. And I'm not going to make no apology. And y'all can call me what you want to call me, okay? You're on here. It's 76, 78 of you on here. Call me what you want to call me. Keep watching. Just don't be a troll in the comments. But I'm not going to change. I'm not going to change at all. I'm flat-footed. I'm looking you in your eye right now. I'm not changing. I'm going to do it. VT, your truth not only sets you free, but it's setting others free. And I'm aware of that. And let me say that most people, because of the gay space, most men that come to me and say, thank you, come in my DMs and my inboxes. It's the women that will more likely be in the comments, thank you so much, like cohort 5. But most men, they don't have the freedom, because my message is more to the spiritual man, you know? And I understand that. I'm clear on that. Everybody ain't dumb. Let me tell you this, and everybody ain't stupid. Can we just chat? I feel like I'm in a flow right now. So we chat real quick. There are some people out there that really believe January the 6th was not an insurrection. So don't you think for a second, if there are people out there that will really believe that it was a peaceful protest, that don't you think for a second that the 100% of everybody's going to believe you? That's just not the case. And they're going to say stuff about you, and they're going to talk about you, and they're going to do da. But you know within yourself, because let me tell y'all what I did Wednesday night. I had to run some errands, and then I got on the set for Conscious Culture with my community. And then when I got off, I was in the living in the island eating a turkey and cheese sandwich with barbecue chips and drinking some good lemonade when I got the text that Larry was on Twinkie Tyrese's ankles, Twinkie Ankle Tyrese's show, windmilling. And you know what I said to the person? I'm going to read this. I'm not going to tell you who texted me, but let me give y'all a peek in how this works, okay? So that you can understand. Don't let people bother you. It said, oh, so voices were telling you to kill Larry, LOL. I said, who the hell said that, LOL? And then he said, Larry just said that. He's on Tyrese's channel with William. Now, mind you, it takes 3 of them, 3 on 1. When he said, watch this. He says he's on Tyrese's channel with William. I said, LOL, not them tripling up. He said, trying to lay you out, LOL. I said, if he doing that, now watch this. I said, if he's doing that, ... I won. You don't let people rattle you up. You don't let people rattle you up. Because if I'm so that and so this, you should have went to bed at night. Then I'll keep on going on. And then somebody else texts me. But guess what I was doing when the second person texted me and said that he was on with Tyrese? I was lying in the bed watching the Jeffersons. And I laughed again. I said, this man will be up for the next 4 or 5 hours over there on Twinkie Ankle's show, doing whatever he's doing, talking. Somebody told me, he said something. Anyway, and I hope keep that up. I'm gonna go there. And I'm in the bed watching the Jeffersons. And then when I woke up the next morning, you guys know what I did? I woke up and my mom was downstairs and we sat down and no. What day was that? Oh, that was this morning. And I was telling that was this morning. Me and my mom had this long conversation. And I told my mom, I said, I'm good. I got friends. I got family. I got my private community. I got my mother talking to me. Y'all, don't let people do it to you. Why doesn't Larry discuss you on his platform? I'll tell you why. Larry cannot. Now, he's going to say something. I'm going to tell you what he's going to say, and I'm going to tell you the truth. He's going to say he doesn't want to dignify his platform with somebody that's meaningless and something like that. But the reality is, if that's the case, then he wouldn't dignify it. It's all if he really believes that means that he sees himself lesser than his platform. Why do I say that? Because if it's not worthy of the platform, why is it worthy of you? So if his platform it shouldn't be dignified with such subject, why are you always yapping? That's number one. Number two is because he don't want to risk the people, his money getting messed up. Because if he brings it to his platform, it mobilizes them. And then they're going to naturally come over here and watch me line by line it. So he's not trying to mix up the algorithm. It's a smooth move. So you can go over there with Tyrese with his thing. Now, some of his hardcore people are going to go over there, but he's going to try his best to keep me away from that 100 and so subscribership. Because when he mentioned my name, because I want you to know this, the algorithm just doesn't go by what you write in the title and the video description. It also goes by what you say. Larry, live, Larry, live. So that's why, because he already knows. That's where his potential prayer patron people are. So that's what that is, Tarsha Global. Hey, people kill me putting down people they've been with. Yeah. Yeah. And can I go back to that real quick, though? Let me go back to that real quick. I want to say this, y'all. And I don't know. I was talking about Tyrese, and we're here. I don't know where the hell the producer is, but he ain't said nothing to me. And so I hope I'm supposed to be doing this. But okay. Oh, okay. I thought you would have stopped me by now. Okay, okay. I'm sorry. I thought I was out of order. I didn't know. Okay, I'm in the flow. Okay, let me say this. Larry, and this is not this is not anything that's new. Larry kicked Lisa out of the church at least 2 times, right? Can someone ask him why he never kicked me out of the church? Because he didn't want to. So, and I don't know why, and now, that's why I say like common sense is so missing, because I don't know why Lisa just don't ask that. You know, you kicked me out while I was pregnant with Zoe through a text message. You could have did the same thing to him. So that whole idea that he was making up lies to keep me that don't make sense. All right. Where we at here, guys? You damn if you do, damned if you don't. Speak until your heart say enough. I'm good now. The wicked needs to expose. Joanne, you was trying my best to get me here. I'm here now. I'm here now. All right, let's go with it. LR will only discuss you when he's on other CC's platforms. He won't discuss it on his platform. We know why. That's cowardly to only speak about you this way. Yeah, and let me say this. What's interesting is when I realized he was going over Twinkie Ankle's platform, I was a bit disappointed, right? And then you got like William and whatnot. And I honestly thought that Larry would be more of a formidable opponent than what he is. I was really ready to rock and roll. I was really ready to rock and roll. We were really ready to tear down Satan's kingdom. And he didn't do that. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm petty too. I would have done the same thing. Larry Reed, oops, Larry. No, but you're doing that, Cookie, by putting those comments on there. If you say his name 3 times, you'll stop. Oh my God, that's so funny. That's so funny. Y'all are funny. So excommunicated people via text is a thing. Thought that was just my situation. Oh no. And I think, Delquan, that's the travesty of it. I was sharing, I do soul healing sessions on Thursday for people inside of my community. They have to pay for it or whatever. And I was talking to some people that was on there, and I was sharing with them some hard truths about the situation with Lisa. If I can be honest, and this might be a mistake, this ain't a show. Like, I'm gonna talk from my heart for a moment. I think I'm sure, producer. I think I'm sure. But stop me. Please be my protection. Okay, please be my protection. It broke my heart. The Lisa thing did this past Tuesday. Yeah, if you want. It broke my heart. And what I mean by this, producer, is something else. That picture came out of nowhere. I just started talking. You're gonna break my vulnerability. No, but let me speak from my heart for a second. The reason why it broke my heart is because I've never thought I would be connected with someone who would lie like that. And not lie about me. Honest to God, not lie about me. But for him to be on that stage, knowing the truth, and embarrass this lady in her face, and she don't even know it. She doesn't even have the opportunity to defend herself. And it was bothersome as well because it put Lisa in a light, and you guys said this in the comments, where now there are certain people that don't have no mercy for her because she was acting as if she was one accord with it. I think, let me give y'all some advice. When someone tells you something that is so clear and concise, they're either an evil liar or they're telling the truth. Stay in the middle and don't put yourself in it. What I am accusing Larry of, if I am lying, I'm a very, 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 very evil person. Okay. That also means that I'm a co-conspirator with Levantre, which makes it even more evil because those accusations are worse than mine. So there is no good people on both sides, y'all. And I was on St. James' show for 5 minutes. And I'm quite honest, I was disappointed in St. James. And y'all know I don't care about nobody. I ain't scared of nobody. I was quite disappointed the 5 or 10 minutes I was on St. James' show because his stance was like, both sides are telling the truth. This man has been accused of literally sexually assaulting a teenager. And I think the culture has gotten so immature, you all are putting more focus on Larry's and I's sex life than one of the reasons why I had to do it. I could not have spoken up for Levantre unless I unrolled the whole sick demonic cult. That way it puts Levantre in perspective. But I am so sick of you silly, ignorant, low-life, nobody content creators that piss on victims for views. And you already know I want the smoke. Try me. Y'all are horrible, horrible people. At the end of the day, Larry's name is what its name. Larry's name is in the hot water it is, not because he had an assault, a sexual relationship with me, because he told me out of his own mouth that he had an improper relationship with Levantre Andrews. The thing that makes Larry bad when it comes to me is, instead of just admitting it, he's stringing along everybody that's connected to that now and have them going in circles and cycles instead of just telling the truth. My part is not that bad. You're a cheater. You already divorced her. Life goes on. And I'm telling y'all, y'all sorry. Y'all sorry as hell. You don't have to like me, talk about me all day. But I think I'm disappointed and hate that I started Larry Live. Because when I left and came back and saw that this thing that was created to create conversation and keep pastors and preachers and bishop in check became the cool thing to drag people and start internet beefs and lie on people and do all that, I'm disappointed. And I hope to God that my voice, because I ain't going nowhere. I hope y'all understand that, right? I've been doing this since October the 16th, 2022. I'm not February new. I'm not going nowhere. Yes, Daryl, it's on tape. And I said this, but I don't think I said this just a couple of days ago. I don't think y'all get caught up in the tea. You missed the facts. I said to Larry, Larry, if you didn't do anything to Levantre, this is on tape. If you didn't do anything to Levantre, then why is he accusing you? Excuse me, let me slow down. Levantre told me out of his own mouth a fetish that Larry liked. How I knew it was true because I used to do the same thing for Larry. And the fetish was that Larry would like you to clean up his room while you were naked. Okay? I thought I was the only one that would know that. So when I reached out to Levantre in 2018, I'm listening to him, sort of disconnected because I was working in the basement with Maddie and everybody was upstairs. So it was just Levantre and I. And I said, when he said that, I stopped. Because it wasn't that like, oh my God, this is a big lie or this is a big story you're accusing. Are you sure you're not lying? I knew it was true because I've done that for Larry multiple of times. And he will tell you if you listen, he's a voyeur. So then in 2023, January the 15th, when he's in my car, when I'm in his car and he's parked in front of my house, I say to Larry, it's recorded. I say, Larry, if you didn't do anything to Levantre, why would he know this about you? And Larry says to me, because I told him. And I said, Larry Reed. And Larry said, I shared too much. And I said, Larry Reed, either way you're wrong, do not sue him. This is when he was saying that Mako wanted me wanted him to ask me what he should do with Levante, because I was the guy they would come. So let me say this, because that's on tape too. If I was so crazy, if he had all these dreams about me, if I was all that he said I was, why would he admit on tape that Mako wanted him to ask me how to fix it? I was either crazy or I was the fixer, but I can't be both. Well, actually I was, but in context of this conversation, I really did need some help. But the reality was that wasn't the case in that situation. So let's just say he didn't do that. Why would an apostle, because that was his title at the time, tell a 16, 17-year-old member that his mother and the mother, Sharon Andrews, gave Levante to us to raise him as a good young man in the community? Why would that apostle tell a 16, 17-year-old, I like to watch men naked while they clean a room? What conversation makes that right? And that's what's frustrating. That's what's frustrating. And then let me say this. And then even if he told him, you guys know what that's called? That's called baiting. Let's say it didn't happen. That's called baiting. When you throw something out there to see how the person would respond. So you don't have to like the way I talk. You don't have to like the fact that I'm always talking about it. But Jesus Christ, have some decorum about yourselves. Get a grip, go touch some grass. But you low-life YouTube peasants want to put focus on everything but where the focus should be. And I know why. You're either scared of Larry or you want him to like you. Because this has been clear. Yeah. You already know you want me to get started? Go ahead, try me. Go ahead and do a clap back. I'm not the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I came for y'all's king, and I'll keep on coming. Y'all are out of order. Again, you don't have to like me, but when you're talking about it, I'll say this. If you want to talk about me, at least make it clear. We don't like Vincent, but something is fishy about this Larry. There's too much proof out there for this boy to be lying. You know, somebody was like, Vincent is jealous of Mako. Mako was there before me. Mako moved out so I could move in. Y'all are horrible people. All of you, including, and I was disappointed in St. James because he was one of the ones I thought was the more even-keeled, level-headed one. But his message yesterday was horrible. It was giving the Donald Trump, well, the good people on good sides. There's a young man, no, he's not young, he's young to me, out there who has been dragged over the coals. All right. Y'all know, I went in the comments. You know, y'all know I don't hide. I was in the comments. I said, I'm listening and I'm taking notes. And I am. Because if y'all think you're going to cross me and I'm not going to blow the spot up, my memory is long and I am patient. If I hear you talking about me, I might not come on tomorrow and say something, but you should know the very force I used on February the 15th, I'm going to use on you, and you all already should know my ways are mighty sweet. They don't care about the abuse. No, they don't. They care about the victim. I wish more of his old church members, but see, here is the thing, just being me. Here is the thing. I was talking to an old member today, as a matter of fact, and they were saying that they want to support, but because of reasons that make perfect sense, because I know how to sniff BS, to make perfect sense, they didn't because they don't want to . And let's be honest, there are so many people that was abused by him. That's why the word was, if there was anybody that was going to do it, it was going to be me. Because I'm the only one that's crazy enough, no pun intended, to come in front of here flat foot and call everybody out. And that's another thing too. I think y'all just want to be mad at me because people be saying stuff like, well, he act like he innocent. Oh, did y'all not see the video? I've already admitted I'm wrong. I'm on my way to being right now. Larry grew up in a trailer and poor, so he has more money than he's had in his entire life. Larry won't give up what he has gained, even for the truth. And let me say this, and the thing is, he don't have it anymore. When you are a part of a church, you can fake it for a long time. Let me tell you why. Because on Sundays when he does that prayer call, he's racking in quite a bit of money a month. You don't have to be a great manager of money when you get paid almost every day, sending in cash apps and Venmos and stuff like that. You don't have to get paid every day. And all you content creators in the bushes, say it with your chest. I'm up here right now. I'll put the link in the comments. I just want to say that too. So I know for a fact that the money he was making in 2021 is not the money he's making in 2024. For a fact, I know that. So it's all a farce. And what's going to happen is, and that's the reason why he's not, and that's because y'all remember in that interview, at least out of all the heinous things I said, y'all know what the thing he was like, I can't believe he said that about me. It was the false prophet thing. Why was he bothered about me not calling him a false prophet? Because the prophet word is how he makes his money. He's the prophet. You need a prophet in your life. Da, 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 da. Right? So if I'm messing with that, and let me be honest with you, between both of those videos, I think we got over 14,000 views. That's going to mess with his money. So he didn't like that I called him a false prophet. So that's what it is. This is the classic church mentality. They never want to admit, yeah, it's literally what it is. They would rather shuck and jive and cheese and grin than to just sit and think, Jesus Christ, this man that I've been following all this time clearly is an abuser. Because the reality is this, even if he did not, I unfollowed St. James after his show last night. No, absolutely. I was disappointed in St. James, and I had him on my platform, and I'm not disappointed in St. James because of what he said about me, about the pink oil moisturizer. And let me talk about King Jives real quick. King Jives had someone caping for him for me to be interviewed by him. And I look up and King Jives got this thing about pink oil moisturizer, but he don't like Larry. Now, his beef is not with me, it's about Larry. But then he has me on the picture. And I'm saying, yo, why am I up there if you want to go with Larry? Oh, it's so and so and so and so and so. I said, y'all are just trashy people. Because the thing is, people can get so much hate in their heart for someone that they will run over anybody. They will hurt anybody to get back at a person. Now, somebody will say, well, you did that because you called out these people and I added Mark to it yesterday. Let me tell you why I'm doing that. Because Larry is using these people as shields. And so by me doing that, it messes with his shield. It is a war tactic. Let me be clear. It's a tactic because I know that they know I'm telling the truth. And they're going to say to you all day, no, that's not true, but they know it's the truth. And so I'm letting them know you cannot hide. But yeah, I was very disappointed. He's financing Lisa. He's financing Lisa. That lady don't never have to work at these jobs no more. She's not trying to mess that up. I feel like that's the case. Because the reality is, you saw what happened with me. And I've said this over and over, and I have to say it again. One had nothing to do with the other. I edited the tape. February the 15th, uploaded and started to pack up my house because I was already evicted. And let me tell you this. Let me tell you what was so funny. And I'm coming back to you organically, Shanae. When Conscious did that video of me getting evicted, right? I had to relook at it because we're doing some other things. I had to look at it recently. And I saw he was so dressed up. He had his good nappy wig on. He had his like Dollar Tree print shirt on. And you could tell he was so excited to blow my spot up. And y'all know what I did? All I did was get this phone in this very room because I hadn't painted this wall yet. And I said it myself, yes, I was evicted. And guess what? I ain't heard much from him since. Most people organically, Shanae, ain't gonna do that because all of them know if they make one stance against Larry Reed, he is going to rake them over the coals with his little minions. The only person it has not worked on yet is me. You're not gonna shut me up. You're not gonna scare me. You're not gonna stop me. I don't have no alliances. I am here for the truth. And I honestly feel called to do this. I really do. I feel called to do this. So yeah, they're not going to mess up that. They're not going to mess up that windfall. And unfortunately for him, Larry, that is, he will never know who is for him and who is not for him. He'll only know it when the money dry up. All right. Kicking people out of God's house is, oh yeah, especially your wife through text message while she's pregnant with your youngest daughter. If I'm correct, before, I was somewhere around there. Something like I almost feel like that's true. If not, it was close. Elder, I was broken when Larry Reed stated that the person wasn't qualified to be his chat due to his poor credit score, poverty, and lack. It's clear people look towards Larry Reed as a mentor, not a lie. Let me say this. What people will do, the reality is, I remember, let me just tell you all how it worked. I'm going to share some personal stories. And why am I doing it? Because I'm going to untie this thing. Because I think that's a lot of reason why more people are not speaking out. And I'm not talking about just people. I'm talking about content creators because they're scared. They really believe the lie. Larry paid off all of Mako's and Kendall's debt. Mako sneakily got back in debt. Larry was going around saying, all of my contractors, they debt-free. All of my contractors, they're debt-free. While I'm texting Mako saying, Mako, you better fix this because he or here bragging, you don't even want to get caught. So Mako was asking me for some places he can go where he can get approved easily to consolidate all of his credit cards that he ran back up after Larry paid them off. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So all of this stuff, like you gotta be this, and all of my contractors are that, is not true for all of them. It might be true for some of them, but it's not true. It's hype. It's marketing, y'all. Ask me how I know. I'm still here. Every day I get in front of this camera, I am proving over and over again that Larry is a liar. Every day, I just did a reading today. I have an app. I have my website. I'm making money. I have a good private community. Remember, I'm not supposed to do well without him. I'm not supposed to do good because he is the reason why I'm good. And every single day, I'm proving it wrong. And I am at least glad that some good is going to come out of this, because the better I get, the more I elevate, the more I heal up from the trauma of February and grow, the more I disprove him. The more I disprove him, the stronger people watching me will be. And not just for Larry's church. I am trying to help people that feel stuck in a religious organization and they feel like God got them there and they got to stay there or their life is going to be over. All right, what's next? Whew. All right. Shamako is the wife. People need to get it. Shamako's not the wife. Shamako is definitely the longtime lover. Even if they're not having sex right now. Lisa, and this is all on tape, y'all. The townhouse in Fayetteville, North Carolina, off Bragg Boulevard. It wasn't too long before they just got married. When they got married and Lisa got stationed in Fort Bragg, that Mako came to live with them. It has been very, and I don't know the exact day, so I'm not going to lie and make it up, but there has been not an extended amount of time that Larry and Lisa ever stayed by themselves. Before it was a Mako, and then it was a me, and then it was a Kendall. There has always been a male in that spot from since I can remember. Yeah. But church people always attack the victim. Something is, yes. Levantre. Now, I'm going to say this. I wish, and I told Levantre this, I wish that him and I were in cahoots, connected, when he went talking to everybody so I could assist him with some things. Because the thing is, y'all see how I didn't say, well, they didn't even spend 2 months together before Mako moved in. I didn't give an exact amount, because let me tell you what a master manipulator will do. A master manipulator will listen to everything you say. You could have been 99% right. And the master manipulator will take the 1% and ride with that to prove everything you said wrong. And so I would have prepped Levantre more to be more exact with how he said it, because they really raked him over the coals and really made it bad for him. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't realize how he felt until how some of the content creators turned on me after February the 15th. And I thought, now I'm a grown, strong man. Levantre was younger than I. And if y'all gave Levantre 50% of what y'all gave me, y'all gave that man too much. And that's not fair to him. You're very welcome, Ashley Andrews. You are very welcome. All right. He put you up there. He put you up there to get views. Oh, that's what it was. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, when I called out Shamako Bryant's name or Mark Coley or Kendall Peacock, I'm not doing it to get views. I'm doing it because I want everybody to know you're not going to hide, and Larry, you're not going to be able to use this fence of protection to keep you hiding. Sometimes you can't hit the head, but you can take out the foot. And the reality is that's just not nice, especially if you're asking me to, like, literally day 15, you're asking to be interviewed by me, asking me to come on your platform to be interviewed. And day 20, I'm saying, hey, why are you doing this? And then you keep it up there? You bad blood for me. You bad blood. And let me tell y'all this. Never mind. Remember, he said he needed Lisa back because the girls acted like men. And that I wish that you guys would think for a second. All of the disparaging things that he has said about this woman, if I am telling you the truth, that's a dark, 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 dark man. Oh yeah, I remember when Shamaka was arrested for credit card fraud or whatever that was. Yeah, I wasn't around then, so I only heard the story, Mad Church Disease. I wasn't around then. Yeah. Not his good nappy wig. Yeah, his good nappy wig. I mean, come on. Twinkie ankles, Tyrese, William McCray. I remember when, I'm gonna share with y'all how this worked. Okay? I called out Conscious TV when I did a soul healing conversation with Daryl. And I said, he's not a real witch. He's not powerful. All this carrying on is just not real. That Saturday, one of my SafeSpace private members, I think she like put the link inside of there because she was so upset. She wanted to fuss about it. And I really be trying to tell y'all, stop sending me stuff. I would never know 99% of what's going on if y'all don't send it to me. Outside of my Instagram friend, you can keep on because you be keeping me. At any rate, I never forget, I was talking to the producer and we were disappointed in Conscious. And let me tell you why. Because we were like, yo, I just called you out for your male spiritual practice. And your clap back is to say my booty hole is wide as 85 South or something like that. Something weird like that. And I was like, these guys don't even know how to handle me. Because here I am leveling out. Direct accusation. You're a fraud. You are a spiritual fraud. You have no power. And at best, you are a weirdo, Conscious TV. And you know what he's going to come back and do? Some weird, strange clap back that has nothing to do with the accusation. May I say something? Let's just say what Conscious TV was saying was true. There is no legal thing. I can take as many things as I want, if I want to. So why are you as a gay man shaming me for being gay? And that's why I want y'all to start thinking with common sense. Like Conscious TV, somebody should have asked Conscious in the comments, like, hold on, Conscious, aren't you a gay man? Why are you shaming him for enjoying his sexuality? Don't you want to be sexually free? His clapback was like a 7-minute weird video with a strange voice of me, I guess, being sexually free. These people are not well. They have come together, joined forces, and made everybody feel like they're big, and they're not. Because I don't, besides calling Tyrese Twinkie ankles, I don't, well, the good bad wig. I mean, yeah. I don't even like play like that. That's just me having a little fun. But Tyrese is a lowlife. Like literally, I'm not clapping. I said lowlife. And that was another thing, like you went to the lowlifes? Like you don't know that when you join forces, oh, I get it. Birds of the same feathers flock together. Okay, there you go. That dream he had about you was scary. I just don't get an evil vibe from you at all. Yeah, somebody, let me see if I can find, and of course, if I'm reading at a text, I'm not going to read nobody's text. Let me see, who was telling me about this dream? I forget who it was. Okay, let me see. If you were the one that texted me about him in that dream, please text me again so that I could read it, because I was like, what the hell? It was so weird. Let me see. Oh, I found it. I think I found it. Hold on. No, that's not it. That's not it. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I don't know. If you text it, please text me again. But it was something about I was eating blood. Larry Spirituals, everything. Oh, okay, right. So if y'all heard the interview that Larry had with Lisa, you know, I like this more calm approach because I'm not like trying to push a point. I'm just chilling. But y'all, if y'all heard the interview that Larry had with Lisa, he had said that he knew that I was going to, all right, yeah. He said in 2006, he knew that I was going to blow the spot up. Then right after that, he said in 2021, Mako asked him, would I blow the spot up? And he said, no, because of my ego. So which one was it, Larry? Did God tell you, did you have a dream? Or did you think, so y'all see how he was talking out of both sides of his mouth, one out of the other? It was, yeah, God told me he was going to do it, so I took all the money from him. Can I be honest with y'all? Y'all have to remember, I'm the one that coordinated that conference. The documentary, the reality show. And if Larry, and y'all don't know, like, if y'all say I'm being petty, but all I have to do, honestly, is show you the checks. If Larry was keeping me away from the money, why were they writing checks to my company, $35,000, $45,000 checks at a time with nothing to prove anything? If I asked for it, he would just send it through PayPal. I kept receipts, but yeah, whatever. It's just so bad, y'all. It's so bad. All right. I wish the person would text me, because I know you're watching. Whoever texts me about that, or was it, because I'm on Do Not Disturb too, or was it a inbox? I don't remember. Yeah. All right. The word curse Larry put on you is already broken. Right. Because I know how to do it. The truth is salve to the soul. Yes, David Allen, it is. It really is. It really is. My heart has been connected to Levantre's truth the day it came out on Tasha K's platform. Yeah. And the thing is, and that's another thing too, I wish Levantre would pursue his case. Well, the thing is this. I think that there is more justice to get out of this by holding. Let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. I think that justice is going to come for Levantre. And at this point, I think I darn near want it now. Like, y'all done called me a liar so bad. I think I want justice. At first, I thought my justice was just doing the video and moving about my business. I had no idea that I was going to create some enemies. Thank you, Rosalind. I'm not supposed to go. Thank you. I was reading. Sorry. That's a bad habit I got. I'm not doing that anymore. And no. Oh, now I got to say it. It was Cash App. I was looking down at the Cash App. This wasn't the person that was giving me the what's the name. Oh my God. I hope you don't mind me outing you out the Cash App, but I didn't want to make it seem like you were the one that was sending me. I don't know who was texting me that, but I wish they would just go ahead and do it, because I want to read this dream that he had about some blood or some meat or something. Excuse my language. It's called the Mad Bitch Link Up. All the content creators. Okay. Thank you, producer. Yeah, it's low vibrational, and it sucks so bad. It really sucks. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna get my lick back. If you mention my name unfairly, you should know I'm going to get my lick back, and just go ahead and prepare for it. I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna grow this channel like I've been doing, minding my business. But even if I smile and LOL and we text and stuff, I just want you to know you're not gonna get away with this, because I don't roll like that. I'm not your everyday Christian guy. I'm gonna crack your neck. Yeah, and keep on moving and keep on healing souls and doing tarot card readings. VT, you are a pillar of strength. We got you covered. Thank you, Ashley. And for real, for those of you guys that believe in me, pray for me. And don't pray for me like so God can get them. Just pray I get the strength to do this. Because let me say this. If I'm not lying, and I say this so that I could jumpstart y'all thinking, if I'm not lying, by me even doing this, this means that I am also confronting my abuser. And people don't even see that. People don't even see that this is me literally looking the person that abused me in the eye saying, I'm not scared of you anymore. And that takes a lot of emotional courage and strength. But y'all lames, not all of y'all, but a lot of y'all that think y'all are lames, man. Basically said he was going up the ladder and I will going up together. But when you got to the top, he saw you eat meat and something. You put everything in his hands and went back down the ladder. Can y'all do me a favor and tell me when he had that dream? And what the hell does eating meat got to do with anything? What the? That That stupid. Yes, the meat dream, the meat market dream. Like, can somebody tell me what eating meat has to do with you having an improper relationship with a young man in your church? Tell me what me eating meat has to do with you lying to your wife. And that's what I wish anybody with a backbone would simply just ask before they get blocked in the comments. And if you ask that in the comments and they block you, note it, because that's not a hard question. That's not coming for nobody's neck. That's a real legit question. Larry, what does you having a dream about him eating meat has to do with you making improper decisions with the money you make? And your eyes are bloodshot red while eating the meat. That's giving some old celestial Tiffany. But did not I tell you all that I've seen this before? I'm telling you now. Because in the recording on January the 15th, he told me all the dreams he had about me. And in all of those dreams, it was about him coming to save me because I was sad that we were not friends anymore. So now it's amazing that all of a sudden he's came up with a new dream, a new revelation that I've never heard before. And I'm sure Mako have heard it. Yeah. And he's going to tell his people, I don't tell y'all all my dreams. It's the same old, guys. You know that niggas stay like, can I be honest with you all? If Larry would have just been honest with Lisa, she wouldn't have gone anywhere. What Larry should have done was just pull the people to the side. First of all, have a meeting with Kendall, Locklear, and Shamaka. And say, okay, guys. Now, I want y'all to hear me for a second. They don't know how they missed an opportunity to be really free. Not to go free to be gay, because they can live the kind of life they want to live, but free to not hold secrets anymore. Larry could have went to Mako, Locklear, and Kendall and came together and said, okay, guys, we have an opportunity to come free together to support each other. And Mako should have went to Latrice and said, Latrice, as much as we dragged you, it's true. Locklear could have went to Crystal and said, Crystal, it's true. Larry could have went to Lisa, and Kendall can just, I guess, look in the mirror and stare. and it's true. Hold on, I took up myself. Then the men in those house and those spaces whom act like they are in spiritual authority could have helped the community heal together. Then Larry could have came on that screen a day, 2 days later and said, he's right. I've asked my family to forgive me. We're working on it. And life would have went on. And matter of fact, more people would have some would have left, but more would have joined. And guess what would have happened? Let me speak legal for a second. He would have risked being sued by Levantre. He would have had to drop his suit by Daryl, and Daryl could have still kept his countersuit. And to be honest with you, if it's true, that's what he deserves. I would have went on about my business. YouTube would be calm. Life would have went on. And now he don't have to be terrorized by me. And I'm not being funny, I'm being for real. All he had to do, and he says he had a conversation with his community, but he probably told them some of the truth and not all the truth. But come on, that's a gay man. Well, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if he's gay or not. I'm cutting up, but he's definitely not straight. They lost Josh Bryant. Josh is gone. Joshua Merles is gone, and Joshua Bryant too. That's another story for another day. It's not nice over there, guys. That's sad. They play in church like that. Oh yeah, and they're going to do all the speaking in tongues and the prophesying. Larry, I want y'all to know, and I hope that you all are getting the bigger message in this. I also hope that the person that's watching this in the closet understands the evilness that can be created in the dark. That if you hold truth too long, truth turns on you. Yeah. Larry doesn't have any up without secrets, Vincent. You know that. I don't know what that says. I don't know what that says, Sandra. Can you say it again? Okay, the producers explain that to me like a 10th grade. I'm missing that one. What is it? Oh, I see. The lie is what got him where he is. Um, yeah, the lie is what got him where he is. I was telling some people, a liar will never tell the truth. That's true. I was telling some people yesterday, and this is facts, y'all. Facts. Straight up facts. There is nothing of notoriety that Larry has done that my name is not on it. Nothing. When I came, he was only pastoring. He was known, I guess, as a singer or whatnot, but he had done nothing notable at all. Nothing notable. The books he wrote, I've had something to do with it. The albums, the radio, all of the things he named, Stella Award winner, this, that, and the third. Larry Reed Live. Even if he say he didn't, that I didn't start or create it, I was on it. His conferences, he wouldn't have been able to do the Carlton Pearson thing if I didn't make the path by building the prototype. And then every year the conferences get smaller and smaller. Literally. And then when you look at Larry Reed Live, the platform now, hell, the thing that he did with Lisa, we almost got more views between the edited version and the live version than he did on his one video over there. And that was a conversation with Lisa. That should have blown up. He cannot survive when I'm in my drive. It's spiritually impossible because he used me and I lended, and this is a spiritual talk now. There are some of you that there are people in your life that is sucking and siphoning your energy. They can't do it by themselves, but as long as you're there, it helps them do it. And that's okay if the person has gratitude and don't lie. Yeah. Bishop Jordan is trash. Bernard Jordan from New Jersey, New York is trash. And let me tell you why he's trash. Because he's aiding and abetting. There is no, come on, let's keep it a buck. One thing I can say about Bernard Jordan is he's a smart man. He's not dumb. He's a smart, methodical man. But guess what Jordan is doing? Jordan will allow Larry to be Larry as long as Jordan can do what? Use him like Larry is using everybody else. See, the manipulator will always be manipulated. Larry taught me that. The user will always be used. And Larry is being used by Jordan. Why? Because what? Everybody sort of forgot about Jordan. How did Jordan's name get back on people's mouths? Larry Reed Live. And then who was the number one giver, giving $100,000 in this? Larry Reed Live. So would you rebuke your cash cow? I want to know, would you rebuke your cash cow? Of course you won't. That's why he's trash. Succubus, he's that literally. Absolutely. Absolutely. Joshua Bryant, oh no, I hope he's going. I hope so too. He blocked me, but Josh been gone. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I'm telling you what, I am getting close. That spectacle, I'll say this. Larry, and I know you're going to hear this, you need to leave Lisa out of this, because I have never been more pushed to the edge. And where I should be like, forget Lisa, because she got up there all smug, I have never been more pushed to the edge as I am now, because you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. But yeah, Josh is when Josh stated he was touched in church and Larry told Mako to let it go, it was very tough. Yes. And Mako, up until this moment, Shamako Bryant, up until this moment, has chosen Larry over his son. And I recently heard, nah, that's hot off the press. I'm gonna leave that. But it's sad, because I want y'all to know this. If Larry is the evil man that I am saying my experience from him is, everybody around him is suffering, including the kids. More so than anything, the kids. Y'all know they reached out to me after I dropped that video. The women in Latrice, Lisa, and those kids have been rag-tagged and dog-dragged through the mud. And they don't even know it. So right now, I'm their enemy. Right now, they're against me, and he could have called me and all that kind of stuff. But what's going to be funny is when they call and say thank you. You know what? I'm going to say you're welcome and turn my back. I don't owe them nothing. God is tired of the nonsense. Yeah. Okay, guys, it's time for me to go. I didn't mean this was not supposed to be. I left and came back. Did you talk about the y'all know I laugh big. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I don't want to jump scare y'all. I have a big laugh. Girl, or Jasper. Sometimes Jasper's a boy. Boy, girl, them. I don't know how I got here. All I know was it was a rough start. And maybe because now I'm going to be honest with you all. I was going to, because I knew you guys wanted to talk about it. So I was going to do a question and answer tomorrow or Sunday. I'm just going to FYI. Tomorrow or Sunday, I'm going live. We're going to do some tarot cards. You know how I called you guys up for tarot cards? Anybody want a free reading? I'm going to be doing that, and we can do some more Q&A about anything. Anyway, the Clark sisters is yesterday. Yawns. The reality about the Clark sisters is this a functional family. And it's not just Denise. Every last one of them are dysfunctional. They're liars. They're trying to keep up appearances, to keep their legacy, and it's causing more mess. Because let me tell you this. You will not be able to ignore the thing you will not address. And there is clearly something not addressed in that family. And Denise is basically the ambassador to remind them, you are not going to get away with this. You're not going to get through with this. And it really goes in line with Larry and his community. Things must be addressed. It's the same thing with the Braxtons. Something is not being said. Now, if you ask me, I'm not trying to mess with y'all's God, but I think Maddie Moss Clark is another version of Evelyn Braxton, because that's where the problem lies. Evelyn. And something is wrong. And let me say this. Denise is just, people will say, well, Denise is crazy, and she probably is. But Denise is just an outward expression of a bigger mess on the inside behind the curtains, if you ask me. Because by now, and let me tell you how I know, because if everything was as cut and dry as sometimes it seems, they would have just got in front of the camera and says, we are not dealing with our sister no more. She is not well. Everything she says is a lie. Point blank, period. And don't bring her up. Don't mention her. Don't look her direction. But they have not dealt with it. It's going to keep on going and going and going. It's the same thing with Larry. I told Marco about this Levante stuff. I said, it's not going anywhere until it's dealt with. And guess what? Now they got a new player on the team. I didn't think it was going to be me, but now I'm here. So that's that. All right. I got to use the breast. Y'all know I got to pee, and I ain't took no commercial break. So let me do this. You said what happened now? The thing is, all right, if y'all enjoyed this, please Sir, can I close out? Okay, all right. I will say this. Please support the channel. Terrell Hill LLC. 10 of you, 9 of you send $10, and that will be a blessing. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Let's finish this tomorrow. I'm gonna do some tarot cards. We'll be a community, okay? Because I wasn't on yesterday because I took a mental health break, because that's real. I don't care what y'all say, that's real. But let's finish tomorrow. Let's have a good community conversation. I'll bring out my tarot cards. We'll laugh and cut up a little bit, and then we'll start back with hot topics on Monday. Text Terrell Hill to 833-458-3658 if you want to be notified when I go live, and all the good things. Y'all be blessed, because I got to pee. Bye. Glory to God.
SafeSpace, refuge for growth and healing. Want to be connected to all that SafeSpace has to offer? Join our email community. Stay in the loop with inspirational insights and updates. Join our email community and connect with like-minded individuals on the path to self-discovery. Sign up now.
Find your tribe in a safe, supportive space. Join the SafeSpace private community and connect with others who get it. We're waiting for you. Join now for a limited 4-day free trial. Stay connected wherever you are with lives and video drops. Text Terrell Hill to 833-458-3658 for instant updates and powerful insights. Join the text community now. Curious about what's next? Book an intuitive tarot reading with Terrell Hill and get the clarity you need. Your future awaits. Heal from within and transform your life. Schedule a soul healing consultation and take the first step towards wholeness. Start your journey today.
Click the Linktree link inside of the description box connected to this video for all of what the SafeSpace universe has to offer.
One of my favorite idols, and I'm gonna tell y'all right, the devil is a liar, and I will never stop talking. The enemy tried to shut me up, and I will never remain silent. Why? Because I am on an assignment for God.